Morning guys, horrible Saturday morning, but we got something to brighten us up. EK, a white EK. Now, it's not a JDM. He likes it to look like a JDM, Jeevan does, the owner of the car, but yeah, so it's in the house here at DKU Performance. It's gonna be an interesting video guys, so make sure you watch this one. Honda EK4, that looks like a JDM EK9. He's got some branded downpipes and a spoon exhaust system that he wants installed. So I'm just going to ask him to come inside. Steven, you want to come inside? He's just standing in the corner, he's a bit nervous of the camera. So okay, Steven, how you doing, man? Right, so Steven, you contacted us a few weeks ago. I think it's, yeah, we've been talking. Right, so you've got a branded downpipe, a set of headers, haven't you?
I bought some Tegwa 421.
Tegwa 421, guys. Tegwa, look, you're in our video. Okay, and also you got a spoon.
So yeah, I got the spoon B pipe with the spoon M1 back box.
Right, okay.
And it put all that together.
So we need to install it all together. So this part of this video, guys, is about all you guys that buy branded exhaust systems and then you're looking for get it installed. And then you think, bloody hell, who do you take it for installation? Now, we've got two brands there, two really major brands. So we've got Tegwa, the headers, and then we've got the spoon center section and rear section. So, but they're not adaptable, like they just don't fit together because obviously two different fabricators, two different companies. So the reason Jeevan's here today, he believes in ourselves, well thank you very much, for us to install it all together for him, and there's some add-ons and he wants to add on to it like some certain flexis and some probably even a catalytic converter maybe, or interchangeable. So in this video guys, you'll see us installing the both branded the manifold and also the center section and the rear section onto his EK4, and how we all done it and how we all fabricating it all together. So guys, this is a video you need to watch, and especially you Honda lovers out there and anybody who wants anything like this done. So guys, keep on watching this video. EK4, we've come to a problem with it. Somebody's cross-threaded one of the bolts. Now we'll show you what's going on. So with this particular model, the B18, you've got the manifold that comes on the front. So we've got near enough, what, 6, 7, I think 8 bolts that go to hold on the manifold together. So here on port number 3, if you could see, unfortunately, look what's happened. Basically it's been cross-threaded by whoever applied the other tubular manifold on there, and that's why he was getting a lot of blowing from here. So we're going to put a brand new gasket on there, but in the meantime we're going to tap and die this out. So we're going to drill back into there, nice smooth hole, and then re-tap a new thread into the head. So keep on watching. That will then, we'll put a brand new set of threads in there, bolt nuts and bolts to go on and fix the Tegwa 4-branch manifold on there. Keep on watching the video guys, be interesting. So when I was showing you at the start of the video that we got a Tegwa manifold and we need to do the modifications with the flange, if you remember, and then we have to adapt the spoon system and then fabricate something in between. Now, because obviously the two branded fronts, the manifolds from Tegwa and like the spoon, the center section and the rest of the exhaust system, they're branded companies. We didn't really want to start messing with their fabrication work because it's you have to give them credit, it's beautifully designed. And being a branded company ourselves, we appreciate other people's work. So what we've gone and done, I'll show you, is we've had some flanges made. So we've had this one done to suit the Tiguan manifold. I'll show you in a minute. Instead of cutting it off and adding, you know, our method of little flexi in there for the movements and whatnot. The Hondas generally come with this cup system, and they have springs attached to it to allow the engine movement, whereas conventional, everybody else has a tendency of using flexis. That's the methodology that we use as well. So we had this then designed. Obviously the guys have already started to put it all together, and we've polished it out. And also on the spoon side, we were finding the universal flanges weren't thick enough and they weren't stainless. That's on the conventional market, and we have our own bespoke flanges that we made. So we had this cut out, and it's just we just received it for the spoon side of things. The thickness is just over 10 mil that we wanted, and it was the internal bore size that was important to suit from 2¼ down to 2 inch, which was to suit the spoon system. So those two are here now. As the application is going to be applied, the guys are going to make this, perforate it, make this into a small silencer, like a sort of a cat replacement, just to get rid of the and resonate just underneath and where the pedals are and the droning area around where the driver sits. So this sort of is going to work to keep the sound levels down inside the cabin area where the actual driver sits. So the guys are going to obviously perforate this, get all this together, and I'm assuming it's going to be something like that. So just so we could show you what's going on the manifold side. So we've gone and applied all that back onto the car. So the manifold's on. I'm assuming that the young man's had this modified to operate in sump, because the Tiguan bracketry here doesn't adapt to any point over here, as you can see. So what's going to be going on here now is there's going to be a gasket that goes over here. We're going to apply that there, and if you look on this side, we're going to be applying that flange right there. So there we are, guys. Keep on watching the video and we'll show you as it's starting to complete. Right, guys, EK4's done, exhaust system's done. As you can see, it's nice and shiny in the video. Like we said, spoon, center section, rear section, beautifully applied, as you could tell, all the way through. But this is the best bit, guys. This is the best bit. We mated the Tiguan,
the Tiguan manifold.
Tiguan, sorry guys, I'll keep on getting this right. Tiguan manifold and the spoon system with a DKU center. I call it a res. So it's supposed to look like a cat, but it's actually a resonator. So have a look at this, guys. Perfectly done by one of our engineers, actually holding the camera right now as we speak. All welded up, right. Custom flanges front and back, because we wanted to mate the front manifold, the Tiguan manifold, to the spoon center section, the B pipe. But if you remember the start of the video, we were concerned. We thought maybe we have to cut this apart, because to mate them all together, probably use a flexi, but we stuck to the OEM kind of, what Honda preferably use is the cup flange with the springs in there. So we had that custom design, that bit right there, and also the flange, so to mate it. Just one little thing, no criticism to the manifold as such, but it slightly angles fractionally up. Jeevan, come into the video, mate. Jeevan's the guy that owned the car, if you know the front of the video. So I did say to you, slightly angled up. Now, because the Tiguan manifold is slightly facing upwards, I think maybe fractionally here on the jig, because it must be jigged in massive amount, you know, and obviously when you're jigging, I'm saying there must be hand making it, but on a jig, it looks as if it's like 2-3 mil angling upwards, which is completely fine in this area right here. We were speaking about this, wasn't we? This box here, the center box right here, angled it fractionally down, and the reason for that is Because it's pointing upwards, about a half an inch upwards there, we had to angle this silencer fractionally down. We were speaking about this earlier on, even. And the reason we had to do that is where the gear linkage is here. If we put this up a bit, the B pipe, the spoon B pipe, if we put it into its normal sitting space, it would have probably most likely touched the gear linkage, yeah. So that would have probably touched that. So we had to slightly bring it down, probably I reckon about 10 mil, which created a bit of an angle here. Not really happy about that, but there's unfortunately that we couldn't do anything about that because of the gear linkage. So that's it basically, guys. So we've mated the twig and front manifold to the B pipe, the spoon B pipe, and the full exhaust system, polished the rear section out as well, and there you are. You've heard it started, you'll hear it started in a minute. So what do you think, Evan?
So, first things first, I'm very impressed. Let's be fair, I'm very impressed.
Okay.
You've done a great job.
Thank you very much.
From what you've obviously said about what we think is a slight manufacturing defect with the slight raise in the manifold.
Yeah. But we could see that, can't we? We could see that.
You've overcome it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Thank you.
Very well. The welds still look impeccable.
But it's not 100% DKU the way we wanted it to be, but because of the circumstances, that was the case. But as long as you're happy with it, Jeevan. We've saved all the originality of both components.
Exactly. That was the main thing I wanted. I wanted the two parts that I brought in not to be chopped and welded as much as possible.
Yeah, and we haven't done that.
So exactly, you've managed to do it without touching them, which is perfect.
Brilliant. Okay, so far so good. Let's show you the manifold quickly. Guys, doesn't take long for it to start getting this bronze little colour. So we've started off for about 30 minutes. As you can see, it's already started to change colour. We had helical 3 of the threads onto the head, because as we were taking them off, we realised the previous manifold, whoever applied the previous manifold there, cross-threaded him. So we've helicoiled 3 of them, as you could tell. Well, you can't tell, but you could tell in the middle of the video, you'll be able to tell that we were there helicoiling them, and that's it basically. Let's hear it start up and see what you guys think. That is bang on. Give it a little bit more. You know what? I think that sounds fucking perfect. Fair play to the manifold, guys. Fair play to Spoon for their exhaust system. And I think,
you know what, people are questioning whether or not, oh, you know what, you shouldn't have put sound for this and that. The spoon pipe's going to be too loud. It's going to sound rotty anyway. That sounds perfect.
I think that sounds fucking perfect, mate. I think that sounds absolutely fucking brilliant, guys. There you are. EK4's done. This will go up on our YouTube channel if you're not watching it on YouTube already. Any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. If you have any kind of fabrication that you're curious about and then you want forming together, give us a shout, drop us a message. Please subscribe to our channel, give us a like on all our social media platforms. Maj DKU Performance, another car done. Happy days. Thank you very much.